Recording. Okay, so we're constructing a decagon, and we're going to use Fatima's method of starting with a starting point. Okay, that's going to be your center. I'm going to make a circle. All right, so I've decided how big I want my polygon to be, and I want it to be pretty big. So I'm just going to make my center. Let's say 6 centimeters, just for fun, or 5 is nice. I'm going to go with 5. I like to change my mind on the fly. Okay, here we go. So there's my center. Don't make such a big dot because it's going to be hard to find the exact center again. And there we go. Nice circle. Okay, and because I'm going to draw a radius. Okay, and because this is an even-sided polygon, I can draw 2 radii at the same time by drawing the diameter. Like that. Okay? And what I'm going to do is, there's a couple of things I can do. One, I'm going to use my protractor to calculate, to mark my 36 degrees. So here's we start at 0. Let's make sure I'm using this protractor right. Here's 0, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36 degrees. My next angle is 72 degrees. So 71, 72 degrees. Okay, and I can continue doing it that way. I'm going to show you another trick that you could use. So I can mark up the 72, the 108. So here's 110. If I had reading glasses, I would put them on my face about now. So 108 is right about here. What's my next angle? 144. So 144 degrees right there. And then my next angle is 180, which I've already marked. Okay? So we're pretty much done now. All I have to do is just connect the dots and make them go through the center. So for my 144, and this also gives my 324. See, my 324 is right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my 108, make sure it goes through the center and goes through that line. And you see how precise I am being. Okay, put my pencil there, make sure it goes through the center, and draw your line. Okay, and for the 36 degrees, that was the 72 we just did for the 36, like that. Okay. Now I'm just going to connect these little dots here. And Alexis thought that she had me stumped, but I have proven her wrong. I could create the decagon. Decagon. And be extremely careful with these lines. Make sure they're perfect. Everything has to be crazy perfect. Okay, and then you would come along and you could erase those little construction lines if you like. But that's it. Okay, so that's one method of making a decagon. Can I show you a quick other method? So I'm going to start off using my starting point. Using Fatima's starting point, make the circle again. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Because it's a decagon, it's an even number of sides. I don't have to just be content with making a radius. I can make a full diameter. Okay, and I'm going to measure my 36 degrees. So 35, is that, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. So 35, 36 degrees. Okay, and here's another trick. Notice that these lengths, the sides, are all going to be the same length, right? You can use your compass to measure how wide those sides are. No sneezing. I'm kidding, bless you. Okay. So I put my compass where this radius, I guess, where the radius went through the circle, and I just make another arc. Okay? And I just keep doing that. I would suggest do like if you're making a decagon, do about half going one way and half going the other way, because it's hard to be, you cannot be precise, you cannot be totally accurate this way. Okay, so do half one way and then half the other way. So you notice they don't quite meet. They come really close, but they don't quite. Okay? So that's method 2. Okay, so what you have to do is, using a compass and ruler, create each one of the shapes. Your apothem, seriously, Scruton, your apothem has to be between 4.9 centimeters and 8.1 centimeters. Okay? And you have to create each one of these things. Now, there's a trick for creating a hexagon that I want to show you. There's also a trick for creating an equilateral triangle, and there's a trick for creating a square. But these are the 2 methods that you can use to create any regular polygon. Okay, is everybody okay with that? So that's the 2 methods. Have a good day.